What's going on? It's your boy CDL Shorty. And guys, first of all, I'm in front of the International, right? If you didn't know, guess what? The International has a lot of acronyms, right? You got 13-letter shit spreader. You got international. You got all kind of stuff out there. So you should look into it. They're very funny. But also, guys, if you want to know what a devil look like, if you want to know what an actual devil look like, here you go right here. Here you go right here. This is a devil. Now, as you can see back in 2023, they're still fighting for autonomous vehicles. Still today in 2025. Now, all of my truckers out there, company drivers and whatnot, owner operators, if you got your start at a company, check this out. This is this man's salary. This is his salary, and then that's the president and that's the senior vice president's salary. That's the executive vice president's salary, and that's the executive vice president general counsel's salary. How do you feel about that? Knowing that, guess what? You as a company driver are getting messed over. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that this man keeps getting up in front of Congress's face and keeps saying it's a driver shortage? I keep telling you guys, we need a boycott Aurora. Packard made them start putting humans back in the driver's seat. Now, mother trucker, you like to interview a lot of them and key with a lot of them. Truck and hustle, what have you done? When have you stood up and fought for the industry? Not just the owner operators, but the company drivers. Stop showing the glamorous side of trucking. It's not too pretty right now. I'm trying to fight. Help me stand up and fight. Help me go to Washington and fight. Help me fight against the lies that OIDA's telling. Help me fight against underride crashes. Oh yeah, and the victims of the families that, guess what, been dealing with underride crashes. Guess what? This white devil here, that white devil that I just showed y'all at the beginning, this one right here will not even try to help. Will not even try to help the families. Will not even try to help the trucking industry. Won't even try to help the DMV. Help the DMV come up with a plan to help four-wheelers learn how to drive around us. No, he won't help. But guess what? When you interview these people, ask them about the federal support for trucking companies that they've been getting. Ask them about the grants, right? Because guess what? The number of drivers required to access such report is not explicitly stated and as a fixed number, but rather than depend on specific program or type of support, here's how driver-related requirements generally factor into unlocking federal support. Then you can go all the way and read it yourself. Guess what? In 2024, the U.S. trucking industry received substantial federal grant funding with over $180 million allocated specifically for commercial motor vehicle safety and related initiatives. Nearly $150 million was awarded to reduce truck population in ports. Guys, they get these federal grants and these federal fundings for their training programs, for new equipment, for government contracts and things of that nature. But guess who gets left out at the end of the day? The driver. Because 94% is the turnover rate, but they don't care. They just want asses in those seats. They don't care about their turnover rate. They care about that broken pipeline that guess what? They got it well oiled. And they want to take advantage of truckers like me and you. The Fair Labor Standard Act. How many of you guys have known that, guess what? We don't get paid overtime. Why is the trucking company or trucking industry not wanting to change its stripes? Why is that? Tell me why is that. Comment down below. This came out in 1966. I don't see Mr. Chris Spears talking about this. You know why? Because they're going to continue to get over on the regular driver due to this act right here. What is this act, CDL Shorty? Guess what? It was established in 1966, amended to the FLSA, right? Often referred to motor carrier, represent these drivers from receiving overtime pay under FLSA. Guess what? If you got drivers, driver helpers, that goes to you. There's a trucking company here in Charlotte, North Carolina, a beverage trucking company, that make you work 10, 12, 14 hours a day, and they went as far as to pay you salary instead of hourly, or by the mile and by the caseload or whatnot. Do y'all think that's fair? They are taking advantage because they don't want to pay you any overtime. But guess what? Is it capitalism? Because guess what? All of the revenue, guess what? It don't go to the tractors. It don't go to the trailers. It goes to AI technology inside those warehouses. They went as far as to take me on a tour in their warehouse during the orientation when I got hired. They went as far as to do that, and guess what? They were so happy about this new AI technology machinery that they was going to get. But then when you look at the trailers had holes in the floor, lift gates weren't working, they were busted, had hydraulic fluid leaking out the side. Even a trailer caved when a forklift was inside of it loading it. But guess what? They want to take company vacations and they don't want to pay you because of this act right here. FLSA, do your research about it. And we need to stand up and we need to fight for ourselves. Chris Spear got on Capitol Hill talking about 18 to 21-year-olds. Don't do it. They're just using you for cheap labor. They're trying to push veterans out the industry. Don't do it. Don't do it. Guess what? How many of you guys know that, guess what? The ICC came around in 1887. They was originally regulate the railroads, right? But guess what? The railroads were crying back at that time that they were losing a lot of work to the trucking industry due to the Interstate Act that the Dwight D. Eisenhower had signed into place. So guess what? The ICC took the trucking industry all the way back to 1887 with the rates and everything. Why, once again, is the trucking industry not willing to change its stripes? Comment down below. Comment down below. And guess what? All of my black conservatives out there, all of my black people that voted for Trump, did you know that, guess what? It may be a hood. You may live in the hood, your grandma, family, whatnot. You may come from the hood. Those potholes that lead to the hood, that on the road that y'all constantly cry about, did y'all know that, guess what? The Trump administration, just because it had diversity and equity in it, did you know that they cut that funding for that road because it had equity and diversity in it? You think I'm lying? You think I'm lying? Recent changes under the Trump administration have led to significant shift in federal transportation funding projects, potentially impacting Milwaukee's transportation project. The administration emphasized funding for roads and highways with 69% of the build programs and dollars of the road, right? But guess what? Like bike infrastructure, public transit may see funding cuts, targeting equity and safety initiatives. That's what you voted for, by the way. I just want to let you know that. That's what you voted for. So next time you hit a pothole, hey, if you voted for them, slap yourself in the face. So guys, like I said, once again, if you want to see what a devil look like, this is a devil. This is a devil. We all need to go to Capitol Hill next time he is up there. And guess what? We all need to boycott. And we all need to let them know how we feel. We want higher pay. We want fair pay. I want higher surety bonds for these dirty brokers out here. Thank y'all for watching. CDL Shorty, subscribe down below.